Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Calls are growing for the state government to fast-track the mass sand replacement work on Stockton Beach in the wake of Saturday's big swells. Several beaches such as Redhead and Bar have seen extensive sand loss, with seawater rushing over the beach into Mitchell Street at Stockton. Plans are underway to mine offshore sand to replenish Stockton, but there's still a lot of work to do before this is given final approval. Newcastle MP Tim Crackenthorpe says while a mining licence for this purpose has never been done before, efforts need to be escalated. The federal government has cleared the way for disaster recovery funding for Lake Macquarie following the February floods. There will be funding relief for individuals, small businesses, primary producers and not-for-profit groups whose properties and belongings were damaged. Council can also obtain funding to help pay for the clean-up and the cost of restoring public assets. Hunter industrial organisations are concerned new legislation passed by state parliament gives the police dangerous anti-protest powers. The Roads and Crimes Amendment was pushed by government in response to climate protesters blocking roads and infrastructure across the state. But the laws are being described as authoritarian and an overreach and lacking consultation with affected stakeholders. Hunter Workers Secretary Lee Shears says it's concerning as nurses, paramedics and teachers rally across New South Wales.
The thing that stands out is it sends a message right across our communities, our workplaces, anti-protest legislation. You know, it sets up a whole swathe of confusion and anxiety around what you would expect to be just normal rights for working people and the broader community, citizens, to protest on matters that are important to them.
A new report confirms demand for the Hunter Valley's thermal coal is at an all-time high. The federal government has released the Quarterly Resources and Energy Report, which says Australian coal is set to become the second commodity ever to exceed $100 billion in annual exports this financial year. Iron ore is the only other commodity to reach this annual export figure. The surge comes from price increases following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, as well as local weather events and demand from China. Cessnock City Council is seeking feedback from residents on the structure plans for the Head Greeter Cliffley corridor. Residents can have their say via an online survey on Council's website and are invited to attend a series of drop-in information sessions throughout April. Mayor Jay Saval says improvements need to be made to the road network given the area's significant population growth.
We need to make sure that the road network plans allow people to get to and from wherever they're going in a safe, reasonable time frame. There's a lot of traffic congestion around there. Some of these are council roads, some of the main road is a state road, so there'll be interconnections between there.
Buses are replacing trains on the Hunter Valley line for the next few days as a major program of maintenance is carried out. The Australian Rail Track Corporation hopes to complete 130 jobs between today and about 6:30 on Thursday morning from Newcastle to Ulan and Narrabri. The corporation says some dust, noise and road impacts will be associated with the works, and it's apologising for any inconvenience caused while the essential maintenance is carried out.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Knights have been handed an unexpected boost in their lead up to their match against Manly this Thursday, with Tom Trbojevic expected to be missing for the clash. The reigning Dally M winner suffered an MCL injury in last weekend's win over the Raiders and is now expected to miss up to 4 weeks. The Jets will be hoping their homecoming to McDonald Jones Stadium, coupled with Daniel Penna returning from suspension, will be the key ingredients for success against Perth Glory this Sunday. The Jets return home from a disappointing result against Brisbane Roar, and Coach Pappas says there are key areas the Jets need to improve on.
Not enough bravery on the ball, not enough forward runs. They're key pillars for our game, so when they're not on, we ain't going to create chances.
Surfest winner Jackson Baker and his clubmates Morgan Siblick and Ryan Callanan are in danger of being cut from the Championship Tour. The Championship Tour has introduced a mid-season cut this year, with the roster expected to be reduced from 36 to 24, with the 3 Novocastrians currently below that line. And former Newcastle Hunter Ben Simmons has suffered another injury setback, with the 25-year-old expected to miss the play-ins for his NBA side, the Brooklyn Nets. That's sport. I'm James Paris.
And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 1, 9, 12, 14, 20 and 32, and the supplementaries are 21 and 34. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.